What rainforest houses 10% of all species known to man? Well, the rainforest has a large amount of biodiversity, and currently more than 1.5 soccer fields worth of Amazon are being burned per minute. 75,000 fires have already happened this year, and the latest one being more than 3 weeks in the Amazon basin located in Brazil. So the worst part of this catastrophe is that this was man-caused. A group of farmers were trying to clear out land by using fires for agricultural purposes. So all in all, why would this be important to us? Well, first of all, there's a lot of biodiversity in Amazon rainforest, including animal and plant species. And the loss of this rainforest would mean the loss of plant and animal species. This might be important because plant species may have medicinal properties and medicinal uses that we can use to advance. If the rainforest were to be burned, we could lose these opportunities because only a very, very small amount of plants have been studied in the rainforest for medicinal use. So there's a lot of biodiverse treasure that is to be found in the Amazon. Another reason why this is important to us is because of all the carbon stored in the Amazon rainforest. These can be found in the trunks, leaves, and trees found in the rainforest. And estimated there are about 86 billion trees in the Amazon rainforest. CO2 is the primary gas emitted by humans, and thus changes in carbon could either mitigate or worsen the problem. Amazon helps get rid of CO2, and when more carbon is stored than lost, it offsets the portion of greenhouse gas emissions, which is a good thing. On the other hand, if the forest emits more carbon, which if the forest is destroyed, carbon would be emitted, it would increase the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere. The increase of CO2 would cause an impact on climate. So if CO2 is released, it would have a lot of different reactions. So the Amazon contributes to the wet climate when trees absorb water and release the water into the atmosphere as water vapor. This all creates a water recycling system. This would all be destroyed from the ground up if CO2 is emitted into the atmosphere. The Amazon contributes to 75% of its own rainfall, which ends up in rivers through evapotranspiration, which is the recycling system I had just talked about. Then rivers would flow into the ocean, maintaining currents which control regional climate. However, this wouldn't only affect regional climate. This would also affect central and western US. So this comes into play. Why should Americans be concerned? Well, first of all, food production would be affected because there would be less rainfall and droughts in the Midwest and northwest part of the South during farming season. This would raise prices in our products, and it would have a negative effect for our agriculture. On the other hand, some parts of the US would have opposite effects, such as Hawaii, where there would be more rainfall, which would affect its agriculture. Another last thing that I want to talk about is lack of moisture in the West would make wildfires more likely, because wildfires are already likely with the regular amount of moisture, but without that regular amount of moisture, wildfires would be even more likely, which could affect me and you as an American. So all in all, Americans need to be well informed about this current event because it is very important, even though it seems so far away. Things such as the amount of biodiversity, as well as how it can impact the climate, is why we should inform ourselves about this current event so that we can make changes in the future. Thank you.